Okay, I think we're on. Hi, guys. Everybody see and hear everything okay?
Oh, look at that. I just got an alert that Altruistic's on live.
Hey, how about that?
That's pretty cool.
I don't know what my camera. Let me change my camera here just a little bit. Hey, that's much better. Okay. Tiny Tim, hello. Tony, over at our cabin in the woods, hello. What is she up to now? My mind went blank. I know your name. JT, yeah.
JT.
Kristen Lutton, hello. Hello, everybody. Raquel, hello. Donna Lawson, hello. Felicia, hello. We are working on it. We're running behind. Emily, our oldest girl, was at work, and her boss was supposed to be bringing her home, but had an emergency and had to get ready to go to Mississippi to her dad. That he's having surgery, and so we wound up having to go get her, and it put us way behind on everything. So Jen is in the kitchen cooking right now, trying to finish things up.
I'll give you a sweet potato fry.
How come the bean? Hi, Joanne. The bean video. How come the bean video isn't available to watch? I'm not sure what she's talking about.
It might be one of our lives that didn't work out or something.
I wonder if they flagged one of our lives or something.
Those people walked up with their music on.
They shouldn't.
You know what I think it was that night?
They wouldn't flag your video. They wouldn't take your video down. They'll flag you.
Yeah. Oh, JT says wasn't it Scott's channel? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what she was talking about. But
I'm not sure. I'm just trying to get my devices going so I can read the chat as well. And I got to get my shameless plug in. Brought to you by E3 Pepsi tonight.
that's what we're trying to get everything settled in because I just got this all plugged in. I had to grab the mic out of the box and put it all together and get it hooked up. And I don't know how all this is working, but I guess it must be working okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up just for a second.
Seems to be all right. Hey, Gunny Farm. How are you? And Joanne, hello. Christian, welcome. Hopefully your week's going better at the end of the week. Hey, Raquel.
Okay, sorry, guys. We're back now, or I am. Eric and Candace, hello. Was it Scott who had the bean boot?
Yeah, that's what I just clued in. Maybe they took it down because of Mike.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I have one more device. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Hey, Bobby and Sherry. Hello.
Oh my god.
Glad to see you guys. Sorry we are running way behind tonight, but we're here, and Jen's back there cooking. So Scott gets to eat before we do.
I'm just kind of picking. Because these sweet potato fries are awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about is how long it's going to take for them to cook for us since
They're
we're
in the
running behind.
broiler right now.
I did mine in the air fryer, so it was like 20 minutes.
Oh, never thought about that. Tony said hi, Jen.
Hello.
I don't know if y'all can hear her in the background or not. But...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be quiet, dog.
JT. There's so much stuff that we was wanting to get done before we got on here, but yeah.
It takes almost an hour to go pick up any hook.
JT said, "Hello, Jen. We hear you too."
Okay, good. I'm working hard back here.
I'm fixing to start eating veggies. She's got all the veggies on the table for the burgers. I'm fixing to just start eating veggies.
I did that too.
Why don't you want to talk? You want to do the business call? You want to talk about?
Oh yeah, you know what? There is some things we can get taken care of before we get started on all this. Where is that?
In the truck.
Oh. Okay, I gotta walk to the truck real quick.
No, we don't have any chocolate syrup.
Hi, Hunter.
It's coming slowly but surely.
You wanna have one tomato? Me too.
No,
For the weight.
here. I'll eat the tomato scraps. Go cow. Ew, why are they salty?
Mama, put salty on
They're
them.
saltines. Oh,
Just lick the salt.
should I have orange?
Salt are not that good.
Raquel, I'm not sure why you couldn't. I've got it up on my screen and it's playing. So I don't know why it's not playing for you, but it's playing for me, no problem. I'll show you what. Now I did have to cancel the first one. The second one looks like this, Raquel, with the bamboozled. That says bamboozled second try.
What?
What's your favorite?
That's your favorite.
Raquel, if you missed that, you've got to watch it. It's hilarious.
We don't have any chocolate syrup.
Where'd Hunter get chocolate syrup?
Chocolate milk.
I already have chocolate milk made.
Where's my hot chocolate powder?
It's Mom told me to put it in here earlier.
Well, I don't feel like I'm a very good host. Jen's the one who usually does most of the talking, and she's busy.
That's all right.
Share
Let's
Jones
chat.
stream.
What's
You
new?
can't even see.
No, ma'am. We have not said grace yet. Our food ain't even done. We're not even getting to eat yet. So,
And I'm not eating. I'm only picking. And you're allowed to pick before you say grace. Right, Jen?
Yeah, Raquel, it's Scott was actually the host of that, so you'll have to go to his.
What? On your hamburger you can.
Yeah,
Raquel
that
and
was on mine, Raquel.
Hey, Mom. What?
Now, I thought we'd have more views on that bamboozle than what we do.
hey, Big Matt, welcome. Me and Jen's running super behind, so we get to watch Scott pick through his food while we're trying to get ours done.
I'm trying to save my burger.
Yes.
Uh-oh, you froze up there a little bit, Scott.
Oh yeah?
Tony, we are working on a new kitchen table for us. It is all made out of sycamore. I'll be putting a video up on it shortly. We'll probably post a couple pictures and stuff. But we're doing it. It's got to open where the top raises up, and underneath we're going to be able to put like board games and crayons and color pencils and paper and all that stuff in for the kids. Got 2 benches that go on each side of it. We'll be putting a video up on that shortly, but I think it's going to turn out really cool. I hope so. It's almost done.
Emmy, come join us. Okay.
Is it done?
Just about. The hamburgers
I'm
are...
dying, woman.
Sorry. The cheese is melting right now. Okay.
It's all her fault too. The reason we're behind, all her fault.
Right. 100%.
What the heck is going on?
Get ahead.
I am Eric. We're actually doing ours or doing mine also. We've just been so busy, and my phone's storage got full, so it's messing up on me, and we just haven't got to edit anything. We've probably got, I don't know, 10 or 12 videos we need to get edited and get put up. We just haven't found the time yet to get that done. So yeah, I'm still putting stuff on my channel. It's just really slow coming along. Hi, Ed. And we're sitting down and having dinner with each other and just chatting. We thought we'd start this little deal and just to help some of our friends' channels grow a little bit. Just kind of have dinner Friday evening and talk and just see what's going on with everybody.
Good fellowship.
But we're running way behind, so we kind of messed this one up, I guess. So I blamed it on Jen a while ago, but it's actually her fault.
Exactly.
Quit. Y'all quit.
You turd. Okay, you're gonna have to move that out of the way more.
Oh lordy.
Mom, what are you getting?
Okay. Y'all can see this.
Sure.
We're having to do a make your own burgers because I don't have time to plate it. So, okay, here, sit down.
Y'all are getting Wiley.
They
So
already know, I said.
Scott, I don't know about you, but I am not very good at saying any kind of grace.
Like,
I don't know.
not officially.
They don't have no money.
Very easy. We used to say Thanksgiving as a child. Very, very easy, simple. Rub-a-dub-dub. Thank God for this grub. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, guys. So Make your own burger. Oh shoot, I forgot plates.
It's
Oh,
burgers.
and
And there's mine, what's left of it.
They're burgers.
They're burnt.
I'll just take this then. Wha-bam. Wham bam.
I don't know what we're gonna set these on.
Jen forgot to get the potatoes.
Don't forget potatoes.
Luckily, I turned the oven off, or they would have been burned already.
I don't know, Wiley, you're gonna have to trade her in.
I know it.
Yeah.
Getting awful.
Okay. Here you go, guys. Here's plate.
I look so pale.
Shiz. Sorry.
Thank you very much.
I don't need a keyboard.
No.
Mom, I need paper towels.
Thank you.
We grab paper towels.
Can you hand them to
Okay.
me? Oh, wait, we can't eat yet.
Oh, I
don't even.
I took the entire thing of cheese off. Cheese.
All
is
the cheese
gone.
came off on her bun.
So, guys, here's what we're hoping to do.
Same with me.
You know, whenever we get this going a little better, obviously today wasn't all that great.
We had it all planned out, and then last minute we get a phone call saying y'all are gonna have to come get Emily, and yeah.
Mom, I have a cheesy.
When we should have started cooking, we were on the road.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what we was planning on doing is we want to get somebody on our live, as in Scott, like he's doing now, and we want
Quit playing with your food.
to share our recipes. Scott kind of shared his recipe with us, or what he had an idea of what we was going to eat tonight. And, hopefully everybody in the chat, I mean, anybody that wants to join, let us know. I really want to try to keep it down to one person live on the chat with us, but, everybody, we'll make a post and let you guys know what we're cooking tonight, next Friday, and you guys can cook, along with us, and you can sit down and have your dinner while we're eating or while we're in the live also. We just want to get everybody together. I mean,
Food brings people together.
Food brings people together. You guys are like family to us, and we just feel like, it would help people grow and help things happen if we all just sat down and had a dinner together every night, every Friday night. That's what we're looking at.
We all live so far away, and so when friends want to get together, they go out to eat, or they come over and you provide, or you cook a meal and you sit and have a meal with each other. And so we wanted you guys we want to bring you guys to our dinner table on Friday nights, and have a guest. So it's like going out to eat and having a meal together, or a meal at home together. And so just to kind of share everything and get everybody to know each other. Will you hand me that spatula, please?
And I put 4.
Hey, micro farmer.
Hey, you said they were burger fries. I'm just doing what you said.
Oh, I didn't
So-
know that.
Tonight we're having. Scott, I'm going to let you tell them. Since this was your idea, I'm going to let you tell them what this is. We made the same thing you did, so kind of give them an
I see
idea of
what-
what we're eating tonight.
I see what you're doing.
Huh?
You're gonna eat, and I'm gonna tell them. I see
Absolutely, because you've been eating
I
this
see your
whole time.
deflection here. All right.
I don't want that.
Okay, well, you can at least try them.
It's a very simple recipe. Instead of using just 100% hamburger, it's 75% hamburger, 25% pork. And you'd put the same spices in as you would a hamburger. Lots of garlic. At least I like garlic, so there's a lot of garlic in it.
We do too, yep.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of seasoning, salt, an egg, obviously, to hold it together. And the sweet potato fries, I got the idea from Wiley and Jen last night, is the sweet potatoes are tossed in maple syrup and bacon. And I tell you what, I'll be eating my sweet potatoes like this. It's awesome. And then I
Is it
made
good?
oh man, it is really good. And then I just made a coleslaw with a honey Dijon mayonnaise base. It's actually really good. Um, the household really doesn't like coleslaw, but I had to dig in and grab myself some and save it. So, because they ate about half an hour, 45 minutes ago. So,
Because we were late.
well, yeah.
No.
Can someone bring me to Dollar
Go ahead.
General after it's done?
In our hamburgers, we use the same mixture of meat, and we like garlic too. So I used what I call my top secret seasoning, and it's not really complicated. It's
It's not a secret either.
salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and thyme.
Mom, you just gave away your secret.
I know.
But not the quantities.
What'd you say? Look at how tall my hamburger is. I don't think I'm gonna be able. That's gonna take like 2 bites to take 1 bite.
Your mouth is plenty big enough, I promise.
Look, Mom.
Wow,
It's tall, so I took
you better sleep with one eye open, buddy. I just said to Emily, it's still a secret. You didn't say how much of whatever spice to put
Exactly.
Eric and Candace, we would love to do half with beef and half with venison, but we don't have any venison.
She won't let me hunt. She keeps me too busy. I can't go hunting, so I haven't got a deer.
Hush. We've been hunting. We just didn't do our homework, and our livestock guardian dogs ran off all of our deer on our property. So we're having to go to our neighbor's house, and we didn't have a deer feeder set out there or cameras or anything like that. So that's the primary reason we don't have any deer yet.
because your guardian dogs
bison
are too good.
burgers are also really good.
Who said bison burgers?
Micro farmer.
Oh, yeah.
We have a place out here on I-40. It's actually about 90 miles from us, I guess. Exit 108 on I-40. The Cherokee Trading Post, and they sell bison over there. And man, it is great. I love it.
We can get Indian tacos made with bison in our local area, but not hamburgers.
Really? Is it because
Hey, Cameron.
bison's so expensive?
Haley's in here, Amy.
Oh, I remember that profile. You could have just said, hey.
What'd you say, Scott?
Is it because bison is so expensive that maybe they make tacos, but they won't make burgers because it takes too much bison?
Right. It's very expensive, yeah.
Shawnee, Oklahoma.
We're Shawnee, Oklahoma, so we're about 30 miles east of Oklahoma City, and then back south 10 miles probably.
Yeah.
The only thing that's off about these burgers is that Mom kind of maybe or maybe not has burnt.
So, guys, if any of you guys are interested in joining, like I said, we'd like to have one person every Friday night on the live with us. And if any of you guys are interested in joining, shoot us an email. All of our information's on our Facebook page or
Our about page.
our about page on YouTube, and shoot us an email. We'll get it all set up with you. We're going to let our guest give us the recipe that they want to give, because we want to learn, the food from other parts of the country, other parts of the world, if that's like Daz over in Australia. I mean, if he was able to share and we could get it all together right because of the time,
Or Sweeney's Creek.
Or whoever. I mean, anybody. We would like to learn the way you guys cook. We would like to learn y'all's recipes. We would like to learn, we would like to be able to eat what's available to us. I think that might be another bridge we have to cross when we get to it. But, I guess somebody overseas might try to cook something that we don't have access to over here. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of substitution.
Because they're stuck in Connecticut.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Where did this?
there's nothing. So, yeah, to address micro farmer, I've actually got a bison ranch about 35 minutes from the house. So, next time I'm in Connecticut, I'll bring you some down, buddy.
Maple Mill Acres. Is that a new one to me? Is that?
Nope. That is Tony and that's
Okay.
Creekside Maples.
Okay.
If y'all haven't subscribed to Joni and Tony's new channel, Maple Mill Acres, that's Creekside Maple channel, please go check them out. They're awesome folks from Canada. Hey, Lori Carp, how are you today?
Hey, Lori.
I'm at my whole hamburger.
I like a lot of ranch on everything.
Yeah, because their ranch is just the best. It has to be on everything. It's the reason I eat ranch pizza. It's delicious.
I've got a new favorite, Wiley.
Uh-oh, what's that?
Well, these sweet potato fries with bacon and maple syrup is amazing.
It is, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know I've never been a huge fan of sweet potato fries, but these are so good.
This is not quite, I mean, it's close, but it's not quite the same as what I was telling you about.
They're too
Okay.
If we could figure out how to make it the way they make it, it's a really, really thick mixture, and you really just dip your fries in it. But it's really close, but it's just not quite the same. So,
Mama, can I have the spoon for a second?
I don't know. I mean, I know some of you guys are from Oklahoma. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but you guys know of Bricktown Brewery, and that's if you're from around here, especially, they have a what is it called again? Just
They're like caramelized sweet potato fries.
Caramelized sweet potato fries, yeah, and they're so good, and that's what we tried to duplicate. It's extremely close, but it's not quite.
And I don't think I got them crispy enough because we were in a hurry.
Mm.
Well, I don't have anything. Delicious.
Delicious burger.
I think I'm gonna puke now because I'm getting fat and full and I want to eat more, but I can't. Or else I am gonna puke.
This is the quietest Hunter's been all week.
Yeah, for real.
So Gail said she's been Bricktown, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mom, I think it's because he's excited for his Christmas present.
Mm.
No, it's just because my mouth is stuffed.
Whoa.
What?
Micro Farmer asked if any of us have ever eaten oxtails.
I actually
had-
have.
That was a long time ago, but I have had it.
I know I used to drive for a company out of South Sioux City, Nebraska called K&B Transportation. And I had delivered a load of oxtail. We hauled for IBP beef. And I had delivered a load of oxtail to a store or a warehouse in, I want to say it was either Jersey or I don't remember. Anyway, Northeast somewhere up in there. And one of the boxes had fell off the top of the pallet and busted open in the trailer. So they rejected it. Well, the company told me just to throw it away. Found a place to throw it away. I was like, sure, I'll throw it away. So I just left it in the trailer. And, you know, every time I would open the doors, I'd leave it. I'd put it in the corner out of the way. And I brought it back home with me whenever I come home. And we'd eat it then. But that's been a long time ago. I don't know if it was cooked right, but it was great. That stuff is very expensive. Or it was.
Riley, that's way.
You said it's really big in New Jersey and New York.
Asperger booger bun.
I bet that it is, Donna, because these have maple syrup and coconut oil on them, and they're awesome.
Mom,
Gail Southern Living said that she lived in Oklahoma City for 5.5 years.
Oh, wow.
So then you probably know where Shawnee is.
More than likely.
Dang, Hunter, you're gonna eat another hamburger?
as much of it as I can.
Mom?
So
So-
funny story on that too. Oh, go ahead, Scott.
Nope, go right ahead. I was just going to fill
Well-
some airtime, that's all.
Yeah, me too. Just a funny story about that was I had loaded. I don't know if you guys know anything about this or not, and it'd be cool if some of our Aussie friends was on here because it's something to do with them. But while I was driving for that company, I don't remember where I loaded this stuff at, but I know I delivered it. No, I loaded it in New York City and brought it to Nebraska or somewhere to drop it off. So anyway, I get to Nebraska and I bump the dock. I'll get my doors open. I bump the dock, and it's a pretty cool, just little country type setting, I guess, with the warehouse I took it to. And the guy, I started talking to him,
Mine.
and he was like, "Yeah, sure, come on up here on the dock, and check this out." So I get in it, and it's boxes of kangaroo meat. Boxes and boxes of kangaroo meat. And I'm like, what is this? Where, I had no idea we had kangaroo meat in the United States. Well, obviously I picked it up at the port out in New York City, and, so it come from overseas. So he was telling me White Castle's burgers have kangaroo meat in them.
Huh.
And I don't know if you guys know what White Castle is up there in Canada or anything, but White Castle's a little burger joint kind of thing down here. White Castle's burgers have kangaroo meat in them. So what I was told, his story was, and I have no idea how true this is, but his story was, that to the Aussies, kangaroos are almost like dogs. So we wouldn't eat a dog here. So they ship it overseas, and overseas people are eating kangaroo meat and do not know it.
Huh.
And he was telling me that there was actually, I started looking some of it up, and I did find a little story. I don't even remember if it would be or not true, but I did find a little story where Australia actually held a contest for kids to come up with a new name for kangaroo meat so it could be sold in Australia under another name so they could get those people to eat it also.
Wow.
Huh. So I want to say hi to Dusty Goat Homestead. They came in
That's
while Wiley was on his rant. And Gail, are you talking about Ardmore? She asked, what was the city with all the lights?
Ardmore.
Ardmore has a big...
Or Chickasha.
in Chickasha.
Mhm.
I haven't been to the one in Chickasha. Ardmore in southern Oklahoma has a big, like, drive-through light display that you can see from the highway. It's awesome.
Wiley?
I had a whole burger and a half.
Wiley, when you were talking about those little foxtail thingies,
Lori Carp's also in Oklahoma, and she knows where Shawnee is.
and you were driving around and you opened the door and there was a box. That was way back when you were a truck driver.
Yeah.
It was like 2 years ago.
No. It was probably before you were born.
Hello.
It was like 10 years ago.
When Hunter was born.
That's a long
We got a
time
couple-
ago, eh, Lily?
Oh no! Please don't eat me.
I think Emily escaped to the bathroom.
So yeah, Tony, you got to get Joni to make these sweet potato fries with maple syrup and bacon.
I go
And-
into the mic.
And coconut oil. You do equal parts coconut oil and maple syrup. And then a dash
See, I
of
didn't
cayenne
use-
pepper.
I didn't use coconut oil. I just used pure maple syrup.
I just have coconut oil.
You can taste it. You can taste it in it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's wonderful. I'm gonna have some more.
By the way, guys, have y'all seen this cool spatula?
Yes,
I
you
took an
showed
iron.
it.
Oh yeah, you
That's
were complaining because I
cool.
didn't watch
That is built out of an iron skillet. We have been breaking spatulas like crazy,
it.
and this one ain't going to be broke.
Oh, never say never.
Oh, she's already broke
Lily
it.
does.
I say that. She's already broke it. She put a big chip in the edge of it. So.
Somehow.
Well, Wiley, she keeps hitting you with it.
Yeah. I think I have a hard head.
That's it. That's it.
Hey Charles at Fallen Arkansas Veteran.
Hey,
Hey,
Charles.
girl.
I'm trying not to interrupt while everybody's talking. So
Are you done?
Scott, do you want to tell those who don't? I don't know that there's a lot of people in here that don't know you or what you're about.
There's a
but
few
you wanna
people I
give them
don't-
a quick
There's a few people I don't recognize.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, then tell them who you are and what you do. Thank
Well,
you,
I'm rambling with the brooms. I've been on YouTube since the beginning of April. My biggest thing is trying to build community and build fellowship amongst one another. Bring the community, grow the community. I garden, or not garden, I have vegetable gardens. I don't like flowers. So, or not that I don't like it, I just don't.
No, he made that earlier.
Yeah, but he's already had a huge splash.
I know.
You all right?
Sorry. We were getting on to
No,
Hunter.
no,
He
no,
was
no,
trying
it's
to
all, it's all good, I get it. And,
He's like,
so yeah, no, I do a little bit of gardening, I do a little bit of homesteading, I do a whole lot of lives. And
he does a whole lot of rambling. Go away, Lola.
I've got the, some call it a gift, some call it a curse. But I really haven't met a, Scott, How do you pronounce your last name? Broom.
Like the thing you sweep the floor with.
Pretty much. Some call it Brum, some call it Brome. Matt used to call me some god awful thing. I don't even know what the hell it was. And let's see here. That's really about it. I've got a calf and do a lot of stuff around the farm. It's not my farm. A good friend of mine has a farm about a mile away from me, so why would I want to buy a farm whenever he's already got one? So, yeah. Eventually, hopefully by January 1st, we'll start transitioning into the new channel. Not really new channel. I don't want my channel to change. I want it to be the same. But I will be adding a feature dealing with addiction, PTSD, different cancers, mental health, and yeah, I've got a bunch of people that have already reached out to me in the community. Some being professionals, some being, every walk of life has. There's people that you're going to see that's going to blow your mind, that really want to come and show that it's okay to deal with mental health. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to show you who's got mental health. And
Right.
I've kind of been not hesitating, but I was waiting for some signs to make sure that it was a good thing to do. And in the last 2 weeks, I've been showing so many signs, and I've been sent so many personal emails that I've now made this a priority. And through all this, if I can save one person's life, that's no more can be, no more can be asked. It's a total success. If we can even save one person, it is 100% worth the time. And I don't mean like it's going to be, it's going to be. I wanted to split the channel. I thought that a lot of people wouldn't. Hey, Mike Henderson. Mike, now that you're here, we asked you in my live today, but you had already left. Do you have a channel? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, I've made this now a priority. It's not I want to do it. It's a must be done. And it's going to be, it's not going to be, it's going to deter a lot of people that don't want to listen. If people don't want to be there, they're not going to stay for the hour that, an episode is, or 45 minutes, whatever we decide to do. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole new channel in a nutshell. We're going to start off with addiction, how people manage through work. Some people don't call it addiction if they can go to work, which is, false. And yeah, that's pretty much where the channel's going for the next year at least.
Hunter.
Sorry.
It's all good. I see Hunter sitting in the back there, around the corner.
Lily's playing doctor and Hunter's making inappropriate sounds. So.
Oh,
But hey, Bruce at Swarmstead. Thanks for coming. And we didn't say hi to Mike. So hello, Mike Henderson. So yeah, you know, mental health and addiction go hand in hand. And it's something that a lot of people overlook and don't really understand. If you don't suffer from it or don't know somebody who suffered from it, then you may not understand how deep the problem actually is. Something interesting that we learned at the meeting on homelessness that we went to the other night is that only 9% of the homeless population in our town has issues with substance abuse. So, you know, a stigma is that when someone's homeless, that's usually because of drugs. And it's funny to know that only 9% of the people that they interviewed or that they talked to when they did the census suffered from any kind of substance abuse issues. Which, I mean, you know, not everybody's going to be like, hey, yeah, I do drugs, you know? So that might not be a an accurate depiction of the problem, but it's still interesting to know that most of them don't have that problem. And we see some that are obviously have issues or had issues, but overall, like they're just people, you know, they're just people that are down and out and have a hard time.
Hello, Mike.
yeah. Okay, thanks, Mike. I just wanted to make sure because Big Matt and I, we couldn't see a channel, but I didn't want to keep overlooking you. You know, you're always around. You're supporting everybody in the community. I just wanted to make sure that if you did have a channel, that you got your fair, not shout-outs, but you know, you were part of the community.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still part of the community. We just don't have to share your name.
Yeah.
We can just say hi.
Exactly. We just say hello. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much where the channel's going to go, and you're going to see a lot more. Obviously, in the spring, you're going to see a lot of the sugar bush. Hopefully, this winter, you'll see we're building a new cabin. So hopefully, the build will be part of the channel as well. And
Awesome.
I've got a video coming out on Monday with. Like I said, I'm probably about a month behind, if not a month and a half behind on my videos. We actually gave the cows, the pigs, and the chickens all pumpkins. Well, if you've never seen a chicken with a pumpkin, that is hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
They loved it.
That's some friends of ours was
Well-
posting pictures on Facebook of, I guess, some of their friends had pumpkins for decorations and had given them to them for their pigs, and their pigs went crazy over them.
Oh, the pigs. The first day we gave them 5. They ate 3 and played soccer with 2 of them.
What made you start a channel, Scott?
Funny story. I didn't start a channel. I had put up a few videos highlighting the sugar bush, just for friends and family. And Brandon and Stephanie at Rustic Woodwork, I've been modding for them for a couple years, and I used to help Brandon a lot behind the scenes. And he gave me a shout out one night that I didn't even know was coming. and I went from zero to 100 in 2 weeks.
Wow.
So I kind of said to Debbie, I'm like, well, here we go. And yeah, I haven't looked back since.
Charles, air fryers are amazing.
Yes, they are.
I
They're amazing.
love it.
Mm-hmm.
They burn a lot of food until you get used to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we usually have to flip it or stir it halfway through so it gets crispy all the way around.
I mean, I don't know if they're
Yeah.
all this way or not, but we have, what is it, a
Emerald Lagasse.
Emerald Lagasse?
And it's an
and-
air fryer and a pressure cooker and a canner, and you can do yogurt in it. It's like an Instapot and an air fryer in the same machine.
Oh,
It
very
is
cool.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We can take a frozen chicken out of the refrigerator and put it in it and have it ready to eat in like 45 minutes.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Tony, you are going to love the air fryer. It
Absolutely.
like there's zero. I'm sorry, but one of the reasons why Debbie won't eat sweet potato fries is because she likes them crispy, and in the oven they
Right.
just don't get crispy. Tonight was her first
We just
night. She's like, wow, it's crispy, and that was zero oil. I cheated. I used bag from the grocery store, but they went from frozen out of the bag into the air fryer, and 20 minutes, it was done.
Wow. Well, I had to eat soggy potatoes because somebody didn't think of using our air fryer.
Yeah. I didn't
I
think
won't
of
point no fingers, but
that.
Well,
Dave, that's
hopefully you're pointing at a mirror because it takes two, does it not?
yeah.
I was outside working on the kitchen table.
This is actually the first time I've ever cooked sweet potatoes at all. And so I didn't realize how hard they were. I was cutting it up expecting it to be like a normal potato, and it's not. It's like consistency of a giant carrot.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they turned out
Yep.
absolutely.
That's why they call them the yams.
Mm-hmm.
They turned out
Of course they
absolutely awesome.
We were wondering earlier, we saw sweet potatoes and we saw yams at the grocery store. What's the difference?
There's not a difference, right? It's the same thing.
As far as I know, it's the same thing.
That's what I've always thought. But yeah, the sweet potatoes was 4 for $1, huge sweet potatoes. And then you walk over to another section and there was like 3 little bitty yams in a package for like $5.
Yeah, and the sweet potatoes were 4 for $1. And they were big, so we went with those. Charles said that he had a deep fryer and an electric grill that were both about to go out, so he thought he'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone and buy an air fryer.
Yeah.
Promise you won't be disappointed.
So go on,
Eric, I'm
firm.
assuming that you.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm assuming that you, Eric, but yes, I mean we don't care. It's that just if you know somebody you want to help grow, throw their channel up. It don't matter.
Yep.
They don't have
Normally-
to be in here.
Just make sure
Normally-
that it's kind of like an appropriate channel. Like, the only thing we ask is don't put any, like, half-naked videos out. Or anything that's going to get our channel, like, in trouble or something.
So Scott, you need to delete the one in the tutu.
That's my biggest video. I'm not deleting that, man. You said half naked. That's full.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Eric. The rule of thumb is you shout out channels that take the time to come and spend the time with the host is normally what the thing is. Like you might see the odd one if there's more than one channel in their family. Yeah, they're going to post both channels. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but and exactly what they said. If you like, I just made this comment today on my channel. If you don't know who you're posting, just go have a look. You can tell by their main page if it's a channel that you know, tonight being Wiley and Jen, their channel, you know if Wiley and Jen would allow their children to watch it. And if they wouldn't allow their children to watch it, then you don't post it. That's the rule of thumb that I've always done as a moderator. If I know that the host wouldn't watch it, I won't post it. Some
Yeah.
people don't like
And
it, but
and another thing is what you was to add on to what you was saying a while ago as far as trying to push the people that's in the chat. Yes, absolutely. That's the number one thing, is to push the people that's here. But unless you're a huge channel that's got 200 or 300 people in it, we're going to run out of channels to push pretty quick. We've got 10 people in the chat right now. So,
yeah,
you guys are going to run out of channels to push pretty quickly.
yeah.
So,
Uh,
if you've got another good channel you'd like to push, absolutely. I mean, whatever.
Hey,
Butt Nugget Homestead. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody who doesn't know about Butt Nuggets Homestead, they are in Arkansas near Mama V and aka Possum Run Homestead and Bobblehead and Simple Life Reclaimed, and their house burned down. They lost everything.
Everything.
Like they couldn't even get they both suffered from some minor burns because they were trying to push their vehicles out of the way when the house was burning down because the keys were inside the house. So if nothing else, stop by Butt Nuggets Homestead and just let them know you're praying for them or whatever.
Yeah, if one of you guys want to throw their link up, if you know their link and want to throw it
and
up.
it wasn't minor burns, Jen. It's like severe, like life alter. Like their arms not going to look the same. There's hunks out of their arms.
Really? We didn't hear that.
If you go to, I believe it's Dutch Creek, he did a video with Deborah, and they showed their injuries, and they're pretty significant.
Oh, wow.
That's awful.
So
Backlash Fisherman, I just want to say hello.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
I saw him on Scott's
Yeah,
him on Scott's Live.
That's Matt.
Another Matt.
Yeah, just another Matt.
Oh, okay. There's so many Matts and Mikes, it's hard to keep track of all of them. And then Charles asked if we have spoken with the Senior Citizen Center yet. No, we have not.
No. We haven't.
It's been a crazy week. Yeah. It's been a crazy week. So
hey, Lori.
No, we have not. Hey, Lori. Oh, thanks, Matt, for posting their link.
Oh, did he get it? Okay,
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a crazy. We haven't even got to get back with Glenn, the guy that does the Shawnee Rescue Mission. We haven't even been able to get back with him yet to talk to him about the whole deal there. Also,
we don't even know what we're cooking next week yet. It's kind of off.
Big Matt, I'm showing 11. I don't know what that's all about. But.
Yeah, well.
No, he was just saying 3 Matts in here right now.
Oh, 3 Matts in here.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't. The Matts and the Mikes, just like she said, they're I can't keep them all lined out.
But you're the one and only Wiley.
Yep, exactly.
He's the special one.
Yes, he is.
She better remember that.
Yeah. We're getting so many notifications.
Yeah, tons of notifications, people going live.
I know. Everybody, for people that normally don't go live on Fridays, everybody's going live.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm just getting rotating thing on my top of my phone. Everybody's going live, and it's like, you don't normally
Yeah.
go live.
Yep, Wile E. Coyote.
I've actually got a tattoo of him on my arm, Lori.
The other day we were driving home from the city, and Lily pointed out on the truck next to us there was a big dent on the side of the truck, and so they took a Wile E. Coyote sticker and stuck it to the dent.
It looked like he had run into the side of the truck. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, he was smashed. It looked pretty awesome. You said hi to Tiny Tim, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever we first got on.
Yeah, I wasn't in here for that.
Hello,
Still
Lori
busy cooking.
from LG. LG Lori, hello. Just saying hello, Lori. Don't want you to feel left out.
Don't want
Right.
to leave her out. Yeah, yeah. I don't want no crying on my channel.
Lori doesn't seem like the kind of lady that would cry, y'all.
No, I don't think so.
She's a tough cookie.
I'm thinking she might throw a punch before she started crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
In that house, she might hit you with a hammer or a pipe wrench or something.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
So, Scott, what is your favorite video that you've posted so far? And why?
Probably one of my first.
Are you talking about the
What?
Rambler? Lori said she's gonna process that rooster. And she
And he's gonna come back and haunt her. There you go.
Yeah.
For everybody
one
that
of my-
doesn't know, Lori named the rooster after Scott.
So the poor rooster's gonna die because I don't say hello to her fast enough.
Right.
Poor fella.
Get down, Lola.
Our dog has no table manners. It's been a while, or
Get out.
we haven't had a kitchen table since we've lived in this house. So she has no she has no table manners. So we're having to train her that you don't get up and eat stuff off the table. She's an old lady, but she acts like a little kid.
Sorry for all the interruptions. Go ahead and let us know.
Sorry. Yeah.
So Matt, I'm not worried about it. And I know neither one of you two can cross the border, so. And my favorite video would have to be one of my first couple videos whenever I did the growing wood and growing money.
Growing wood and growing money.
Yeah. It's two videos that I did. Would have been about May. It was just a spoof about, how money grows on trees. I said that it didn't grow on trees, it grew in the garden, and I planted a whole bunch of different bills, and yeah, it was. I like to keep things light. Yes, I know. Yes. Well, you can, Matt, but do you really want to pay $600? I'm saying save that $600, come to Miami in May, and we'll have a drink.
Scott gets to go on a cruise this summer or spring. I guess May is springtime. Where are you headed on your cruise, Scott?
From Miami, we go to St. Thomas to Honduras to Belize to Cozumel, Mexico, and then back up to Miami.
Huh.
My favorite was the Chichen Itza ruins down in see, where did we go from on that? I don't remember which port that was down there, but it was not far from Cozumel, and it was amazing. It was.
Oh, that's just south of Cozumel. Yeah.
I can't.
Oh my goodness, I got it on the tip of my tongue. Anyways,
But we
yeah.
went to, or I went to the Mayan ruins, and it was called the Chichen Itza or something like that. Lazy river float we done. Oh Lord, that was awesome.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, this is gonna bother me now, Wiley, because
I'm
our
trying-
trip in 2023 is going there.
I am trying everything I can to talk her into going sometime, but she's not into it.
I would love to go on a cruise, but there's just too much craziness in the world right now. And it costs a lot.
Well, and that's it. We saved almost 10 years.
Ah,
So,
Yeah, yeah.
and we were supposed to go for our 24th wedding anniversary. Well, never got there. Then we were supposed to go for our 25th. Well, that was last year. So hopefully we can do it on our 26th.
Probably in the kitchen. Lori, I was gonna check out your friend's channel, but my phone died. So I'll have to check it out later.
Oh,
Is
is
it
that-
the friend that you did an interview with not too long ago? Because if so,
Amy? No.
I can't remember the name of it.
I forget her name.
Yeah, I only saw her the one time on Lori's channel. And then I went to their channel and watched one of their videos, but I haven't been back.
Oh, it's Living in Abundance Grace.
Oh, right. Yep. Amy. Her name's Amy. That was my
Yep.
stepmom's name.
I'm already subscribed to her. I didn't see it come across yet, so.
Maybe we can get her to come on and be our guest one night.
Yeah.
There you go. I think you should lobby. You should lobby Kareen and Marvin so they can show you how to do some jerk chicken.
That's a good idea.
That would be awesome.
We're going to have Bland's Promised Land Ranch, not next week, but the week after that. And then on Christmas Eve, we are going to do a special. It'll be earlier in the day, though, because we will be delivering Christmas presents to the recipients of our toy drive.
That's awesome.
And Mr. and Mrs. Claus will be there. I'm so excited. Mrs. Claus is a traveling nurse, and she was somewhere tropical. She was posting all kinds of pictures on the beach. I was mildly jealous. And but she's back, and so they'll be joining us. And Lori, we know how that is to get up the nerve to show yourself in the video. It took us a while too. We still kind of get nervous before we go live. We're like, what are we gonna say? What are we gonna do? How are we gonna do this? But anyway, on Christmas Eve we're doing that, and then the first Friday in January, we will have what were their names again? Devin and Ryan from Our New Land. And that is going to be an awesome story you guys won't want to miss because they are biological brothers.
I wouldn't say too much.
Okay, we don't know much.
You don't want to join. You don't want to ruin the surprise.
No, but I want to bring it up. I want to kind of like hang a carrot so that they'll want to come. Oh,
There you go. They're lurking.
We were just talking about you guys. Devin and Ryan just bought land together in Oklahoma. They're biological brothers that grew up not knowing each other. So we're excited to have them on in January to talk
And
about their channel.
From what I understand, not only not knowing each other, but not even knowing each other existed, right?
Yeah, like from what we understand, they didn't even know about each other.
So we can't wait to have those guys on. We want to hear more of that story, and we want you guys to hear more of that story. So, yeah.
And they're documenting the progress on their land from the get-go.
Okay.
They started with vacant land, and I think they're doing a shipping container home or something on it.
That's a lot of people. And so if they're doing a shipping container and they have not bought the shipping containers yet, get a hold of Mike at MT Homestead. The military,
yeah, that's right.
they're just sanctioning off, what is it, 200 or 300 containers for like $1,500.
You know, actually, in Oklahoma City, you can get a 40-foot container for about $2,000. Last I priced them, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
So, that's really not the best of deals. I mean, up there the same way, $1,400 you can get a 20-foot container, and for around $2,000. I mean, depending on how a one-use container is like $3,000, but a little bit rougher container is like $2,000 for a 40-footer.
So Devin, if you didn't hear what he said, if you guys don't have all the shipping containers that you need yet, Mike at MT Homestead works. He's in the military, and they're liquidating a bunch. And I think he said that a 20-footer is like $1,500. Yeah. So.
Oh. And he said there's a few 40-footers, but you got to be quick on the draw.
Yeah.
Shipping containers being used as a shop and storage. We're currently building 2 28 by 22 decks for bell tents. Later be converted to cabins.
Awesome.
Where are you guys at, Ryan and Devin? Where is your land at in Oklahoma? Northeast. I mean, I don't know how close you want to give us, but I mean, close to what?
I know you're somewhere that has a clear pond. Like, we don't have clear water.
So I mean, they must be up in the northeast
or
Oklahoma.
Eastern Oklahoma somewhere.
Yes, Donna, we've already eaten.
Wow! Hey, we'll be driving. Kidding. We'll be driving through Ardmore tomorrow.
We'll be going to Ardmore tomorrow. Yep, sure enough.
Huh?
Scott, that's the Yucatan. That the stop from Cozumel is Yucatan.
Hey, Donna.
Yes.
Yep, we've ate already. There's our mess. And Tony asked what we're having. We had hamburgers made out of a mixture of pork and beef, and with sweet potato fries that had maple syrup and cayenne pepper on them. Ours had maple syrup and coconut oil and cayenne pepper and bacon. It was delicious.
Eric, where are you guys at? I mean, where we're at, we can put anything together. I mean, we're living in a storage building.
Yeah, we live outside of town where there's no ordinances or you don't need any.
No permits.
Yeah, no
nothing.
Permits or anything.
Actually, we just found out that, what is it, 1,900 square foot? 1,000 square foot?
1,000, yeah.
The property we bought out here.
Hey, Mike.
According to the
covenant,
is supposed to be 900 square foot or 1,000 square foot.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to build a deck that'll be twice as big as our house.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't know about Michigan. I was thinking y'all was up north somewhere, but Oklahoma, whenever you get out or outside of the county or out into the county, it's pretty well just whatever.
Bye, Donna. We hope to see you soon. Donna Lawson, we hope to see you soon. And Donna at A Little Southern Brothers, we might just have enough leftovers for your whole family.
Yeah, no kidding.
We have like 4 or 5 hamburgers left in there.
I think
I was going to say, I got about 3 hamburgers left here too, so.
We can just put them all together and get them to her.
Hey,
But they might be a little hard by the time they get there. But.
there's another Mike. Homestead Family Reclaim. Hello.
Hey, Mike.
Yep. Hey there, Mike.
Huh. It's because it's an eyesore. I mean, not when people do it, right? Like, there's some that look really, really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say ours is the best, but I mean,
Ours doesn't look as nice as our neighbors,
yeah,
but they've been working on it a couple years longer than we have.
right. But I mean, there's some of these around here that's beautiful little houses that they've got.
Our neighbor, in order to meet that 1,000 square foot requirement, he just built a deck all the way around their house. A covered deck.
Okay, Donna, you're welcome. Head this
Yeah.
way. Might be a little cold by the time you get here, but come on.
Eric, our house
There's
sits
awesome.
far enough away from the road that you can't see it. Like, we have a lot of trees and stuff between us, and our driveway kind of winds a little bit. And so I'm sure that the Amazon driver kind of feels like they're going to a sketchy place when they come deliver our packages. Because you see like piles of logs and stuff lining the driveway.
Oh yeah. Well, that's our home. I mean, this is a 12 by 40?
Mhm.
12 by 40 storage building is all this is. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, you can tell by looking, it's not completely
And
done yet.
Back
but-
here, you can't tell, but there's 4 bedrooms right there.
Yeah.
There's 2 bedrooms upstairs and 2 bedrooms downstairs. And then we have a loft. Wiley and I have a loft behind the camera above the kitchen. But I mean, why do you even really need a big bedroom? It's just to sleep in, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
And we ditched our couch so that we could have room for this dining table that we're going to build because we never used the couch anyway.
We don't spend any time in the living room other than we don't watch TV. We don't,
We have a TV behind us. It's
this
right
is
there, but
this is the only time we spend in here. So why not just build? It's kind of a picnic table / farm table.
/ arts and crafts table.
Yeah. So
Homework table.
it's
If you want to see it, you can go back and rewatch my live today.
Eric said and other things. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You had to bring that up.
Yeah. It's not good, but
Yeah, it doesn't work great for that, but it's fine. Oh, Raquel needs a big bedroom to hide the cats from the dogs. They have their own little awesome heated house. I mean, your dogs do.
yeah, Raquel's.
Our dog snuggles with Emmy.
Yeah,
I
Emmy.
couldn't get that out. Yeah, Emily always
Trying to figure out-
complains because Lola wants to sleep in her bed with her and take up the whole bed. Lola likes the middle of the bed, but then she misses her.
It's annoying.
Yeah, and then she'd pout if she ever went away.
Have a great night, Tony. We'll see you later.
See you, Tony.
Night, Tony.
Mike said that they recently threw out their big couch for the same
Same
reason because
reason,
they didn't
yeah.
use it.
So we're putting this. It's 2 long benches. I guess they're 6 foot long, and then a table about the same size of this one that we're building out there, 6 foot long.
By I don't know, 3.5 feet wide or so. 3.5 feet wide.
And that's going to be our new living room set.
Yeah.
It worked.
And when we started building it, we were like, we don't need anything really nice. We just need something that's functional because the kids are going to mess it up anyway.
And then every time we do something, she's like, "Oh, let me resand that. That don't look right." And I'm like, "The kids are going to destroy it anyway. Why are you worried about all this?"
So now we have to get a tablecloth because he said the kids can't use it without a tablecloth.
Now we're having to put a tablecloth on it so the kids won't be able to tear it up. But what was I going to say?
I don't know. I'm not a mind reader.
Why? You should know.
I should.
Shouldn't she, Scott? She should know what I was
I'm
trying to
saying right the hell out of that one. I'm not going anywhere near it. Nope,
You're not
nope,
gonna
nope,
get
nope.
that one.
Been there, done it. You can get yourself in your own trouble.
I haven't finished my grape juice yet.
It feels funny now that we're all sitting over here and with the kids all gone from the table.
I know. I'm thinking I should move to the other side of the table.
You should.
Yeah. What? You don't want to sit next to me?
I'm
made your
gonna
dinner?
back. Exactly. Yeah.
She didn't feed it to me. I had to do all the work.
Yeah. He had to do the whole lifting it from the plate and putting it in his mouth.
I see a food fight starting here very shortly.
Yeah, there's still some spinach and some ranch over here.
Oh, you need some mashed potatoes for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But then I'd be cleaning it up.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a
Actually,
blue
we'd make
job.
clean it up.
Yeah, there you go. The dog will clean that up, no problem.
Yeah.
Then she'll get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine are still
Get on
both
here.
sitting at my feet.
Oh, look at that.
So, Scott, do you want to talk about any other channels?
Really, there's, everybody knows. I've been kind of looking through, and I think pretty much everybody knows everybody in the chat. After we're done, we could do a love raid over to Blacks because they just went live. So.
Oh, did they?
Yep. Yeah.
So.
But. Go ahead.
I just lost again. I don't know.
He's having brain
I'm getting too old.
Ever since my operation, at least 100 times a day, I'll sit there and go, or I'll get to the store. I'll get to the store to pick up a couple things and then go, and come home with totally wrong things.
I opened the fridge and I'm like, what was I looking for again?
Yep.
Get down, Lola. Get down.
So maybe we should go do a love raid on Blacks. Somebody, I would post the link, but my phone's dead. Somebody want to post the link? You said?
Yeah, see, I can't. I've got it on my phone. I don't know if I can do it on here. Actually, Matt, there's enough mods in here to figure that one out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what am I doing? We have great mods. I don't need to get on my phone and do that.
Exactly. What do you pay them the big bucks for?
Right.
Yeah. So,
there you go.
I guess, I'm a little bit jealous, Scott, because, whenever we're in here, me and Jen usually run 13, 14, 15 people in our lives. Everybody must find us pretty boring. But when you have a lot, you have half the subscribers we do. And when you have a live, you have like 100 people in your lives.
Yesterday was the most I hit was 40.
See?
Yeah, see?
That's over double.
Maybe I exaggerated a little bit, but
we barely hit 30 when we were doing the watch and grow for Tim at
Yeah.
Ridge Life.
Thanks,
Eric.
you know what?
Thanks,
This is going to grow. This is the first night. So you're going to get this. It's just going to be a snowball. It's going to keep going and going and going and going, bigger, 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 until people realize that Friday night dinner time is going to be spent with Jen and Wiley. And, as long as you're consistent, there won't be any issues. People know that you go live Wednesday and Friday. So, and the more videos you put out, the more interaction you get, the more people you're going to have come. And, I can't say consistency enough.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
I know
you-
that's kind of
You look at any of the other bigger channels, they go live the same time every week, and their numbers get bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. Well, that's because everybody knows that they're on live, yeah. I just,
See,
again,
that's what I've told Jen on my channel. I would like to. I've been thinking about doing is, Troy over at Bar Run Forge. I guess the way he's got it set up to where he just works underneath the camera. It goes live and does all these work underneath the camera. That's going to be the easiest thing for me to do, because to be able to move the camera around and get everything I'm doing all on camera and then edit it and put it all together and put it out. It just, man, I don't have time for that. So that's what I told Jen. I'd love to be able to set up cameras out there in that shop and do kind of like what Troy does.
and you know what? If you were to call or send Troy an email and say, Troy, what do I need to set up to achieve pretty much what you do? And you know what? Troy is a good lad. He'll let you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Like-
he
I
is.
really like Troy. Yeah,
Yeah, it's an easy switch, and that's all Eli's doing is just moving from camera to camera. It's a basic switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it just, our productivity is cut in half when I have to be the one behind the camera.
Yeah.
And so we can do lives. We have a hard time, and we record a lot of content, but it's hard to find the time to edit.
we didn't even know you was gone, Lori.
Yes, we did.
I missed you tremendously.
So and usually we're on a time crunch to get things done, because I don't schedule in twice as much time, because we're doing half the work in this, in the amount of time that I scheduled. So we have deadlines for things, and we can't meet those deadlines if we're working at half mass. So, hello, Amy. How are you? We were talking.
Our new land said editing takes forever. It comes, and a lot of people are realizing that piecing together, yes, but like taking out bloopers or whatever, a lot of folks are leaving that in now.
Yeah. I've noticed.
Our hard time is like a lot of times when we do record stuff, we just hit record and just let it go. So there's a whole lot of like,
I'll get over there and I'll be doing something, and something will hit me, so I'll just walk off and leave the camera sitting there recording nothing. And I'll walk off and go do what come into my head, and I might be gone for 45 minutes, and then come back and be like, "Oh, hey, the camera's been running all this time."
Eric, same here. Like, it takes so much time to edit. When we got this computer, we paid for Power Director. We had the mobile version on our phones already, but we paid for the computer version, and we haven't even used it yet. And we've had it a couple weeks. Like, we just haven't had time. So, yes, Amy, there's definitely a learning curve.
Absolutely.
And I hate that. It's like starting a new job and not knowing what to do.
Eric, you're totally right. Our New Land, is it?
Devin and Ryan.
No, there was another one popped up. It wasn't Our New Land. It was Okie Homestead.
Oh,
is what it was.
I have them on my list of people to contact.
Oh,
So Amy at Living in Abundant Grace.
turn off your phone. Turn off your phone.
I'm about to rope you in. We would like to feature your channel one Friday night if you're interested. Hello, Apple Tree Urban Homestead. How are you today? From Australia.
Annette.
Another awesome Aussie.
Wow.
Yep. We'd also like to share an Aussie recipe. So if you want to come on one night, Annette, that'd be awesome. Just contact us. You can leave a comment on one of our videos or contact us on Instagram, Facebook, or email us. All of our information's on our About page. There was someone else in here. Oh, our Okie Homestead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to reach out to y'all too. Yeah.
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 Totally.
Right. And that's if you don't have any distractions.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, finally, I've got time to do this. And then the kids are like, Mom, we're hungry. And I'm like, seriously? And we don't eat a lot of, Roberta's Artistic Adventurous. Hello.
Wow.
Hey, Roberta.
She was in here. She was in here at like 9 o'clock this morning and left us a message saying she wasn't going to make it.
She did a video. It's called Pizzaritos. And it's like a quesadilla meets pizza. And they sound really good. I'm going to try them one night.
We would actually like her to come on and try them with us.
Yeah, but she's in Arkansas. I think she said Arkansas or Missouri. Babysitting a bunch of grandkids.
Oh, that's right.
So that'd be hard. There's like 6 of them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, Amy said yes. So
Awesome.
we'll reach out to you.
You reach out to her because she'll never remember.
Oh, yes, I will. Also, we are off this live, but I forgot my phone's dead. I should be drinking wine instead of grape juice. This would be a lot more interesting.
So, look.
Oh.
I don't even want to see it. Does that say? Oh, pear. Okay.
We have some.
Pear.
Don't poke the bear.
Peach, we have some peach moonshine in the fridge, but that would be too interesting.
What
I'm
is
not
that?
Gonna go there.
Ooh.
Oh. Yep. There's.
Yep.
I don't even know.
Got it.
I'm sure Matt. Cindy Squirrel Off Grid. Hello. That's a new name.
If Matt didn't already go over to blacks like we was talking
Oh
about.
yeah, right. Mm-hmm. LG, Eric, someone. My phone's dead.
Now see, I lost it again. I had something else I was. Oh, we have a local winery over here. It's called Sparks Winery. I say local. I mean, they're probably 30 miles away, 25, 30 miles away. Sparks, Oklahoma. And they have one that's called Deep Fork Red. Oh, my Lord, it's good.
That's the first time I tasted a red wine that I liked. Because I like it real sweet. I don't really like it
Ooh.
bitter or whatever. Yeah. I like real sweet wine.
Yeah. I don't like it real fruity, and I don't like it really sweet.
See, that's exactly what I do like.
I'm not. Yeah, I've never. I'll tell you what. I've got a cousin out in California. She's in Napa Valley, California, and she is like the head wine maker. I don't know what they call her. The head girl over the winery, basically.
Whatever that official title, maybe.
She was actually on Discovery's channel had a special about wine, and she was the one that took them all around all this.
Oh. Scott left.
But anyway, what happened?
I don't know. I don't know. Scott just disappeared.
Wow. Anyway. But anyway, she was on Discovery Channel's deal about wine, and she he's coming back.
He's coming back.
Let me get him back in, and I'll finish my story.
LG said rapture. Hey,
Okay.
what happened?
Did your phone go dead?
Well, no, it just, I guess it must have heated up. And the back's really, really hot because I had it laying on the iPad. Because I was watching the comments on the iPad. And, yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, Dominica is the head winemaker over what I don't know, whatever. Faux Deluxe or something like that wine. I don't
even
know. Anyway, she has brought a $7,000 bottle of wine down here to one of our family reunions. I couldn't drink that stuff. It was nasty. She's never brought a bottle of wine down here that I could drink. It's just nasty. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I like a 0-1. You know, I like a good dry wine.
You would have probably liked what Dominica brought down here then, because I don't know, but I just couldn't drink it. I kind of agree. Me and my dad was having this conversation at the Thanksgiving dinner. MD 2020, man, I'm good with it. That's like good sweet
awful.
wine. I mean, that's what I drank when I was a kid.
That's awful.
Boons, yeah.
Oh,
Roberta said she can't have alcohol. Yeah, we don't drink much either.
I don't drink.
Our problem is we're like, we should get something to drink, and then we buy a bottle of something, and then we have like one drink each, and then we've a collection that we've had for 2 years.
Yeah, 7 or 8 bottles in there that are almost full, because we'll take a little bit out of one of them, and then it just sits. We don't ever.
Eric said Boone's Farm is an acquired taste.
I think wasn't that one of them that Dad said was good?
We can almost say we don't drink. With how rare we drink, it's Mike said $19,000 bottle of whiskey I see on the internet the other day. Holy moly.
Oh, no, I'd want to try that.
Now,
yeah,
I was watching a deal on Discovery here a while back, and it was a shipwreck that they had found a bottle of wine in, and they said that they was taking bids on that bottle of wine, and it went for like $1.5 million. It had been under the ocean for 150 years or something like that.
That's crazy.
And somebody bought that bottle of wine.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't drink much at all.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Neither.
We had a 12 pack in the fridge for like 7 months, and then the neighbor come over and drank most of it.
Drank most of it.
Yeah. No, we don't drink that much.
Roberta, we had hamburgers that were made out of pork. It was a combination of pork and beef with our own special mix of seasoning with sweet potato fries with maple syrup and bacon on top. Boy, were they delicious.
Yes, they were.
So has anybody ever had rabbit? And if so, do you have a good recipe? Because I'm thinking that might be what we have for dinner tomorrow, because we processed some rabbits yesterday.
It's very
Have
good.
you ever tried any? I don't think so.
When did you process it?
When did we process it?
Yesterday.
We got done just before, really probably just about an hour before dark yesterday. So
Low and slow. And it will fall.
We was thinking about putting the smoker low and slow.
Go to Thorhaven. Thorhaven Farm has a how to cook a rabbit. You stuff it like a turkey.
Stuff it like a turkey.
Really?
You use bread stuffing with sage or summer savory, whatever you have, butter, and close it up, and then smoke it, and either smoke it or put it in the barbecue, just low and slow. Cook it all day, and yeah, Darren and Brigitte have a video on it. He was telling me about it I think yesterday on my live. So if you can't find the video, just go through and skim through and watch what Darren said yesterday. He said how to do it on my live.
awesome.
So, Lori,
Yeah.
I just used a hatchet.
He's so
Hey,
insensitive.
Cindy.
No. Tiny Tim, you said that you don't drink because you had a friend become an alcoholic. I have a really hard time taking any kind of medicine because my mom had an addiction to pills when I was growing up, and so now I can't, like, unless feel like I'm dying, I don't even take ibuprofen or anything. So I totally understand that. And then Cindy Squirrel says,
Sorry.
sorry if she's making y'all's dogs go crazy, but she said she only drinks about once every 10 years when she gets really mad. Gun, knife, machete.
Yeah, I just use a hatchet.
Yeah.
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 And we were really surprised at how easy it was to process rabbits.
Those things, we was really excited when we processed our first quail, how easy that was. These darn rabbits are just as easy as the quail. I mean, I can have one done in
Less than 5 minutes.
less than 5 minutes.
For a quail, you can literally have it done in 2 minutes, maybe.
So, and think of it this way: a rabbit is probably the easiest sustainable meat.
Right.
You can get 300. You know, if you bred the doe solid, you could get roughly about 300 pounds worth of meat a year.
Right.
Out of one doe.
Right now, we've got 3 does, and we lost a doe the other day. We had 4. We've got 3, and we're fixing to start breeding them again.
We gave them the summer off.
And we're waiting kind of the winter months.
We've been saying that we're going to breed them for, I don't know, a month. We haven't done it yet. We already have kits if we would have done it when we first said we were going to do it.
Okay.
It doesn't take a lot of work. We just got to put the buck in with the doe and then wait a little bit. But it's one of those things we haven't done yet.
That's it. You don't, all you have to do is open the door, put the buck in, and close the door, and take him out in a couple of days, and
We do it
you've
overnight.
got meat in 30 days.
We put him in there overnight, take him out the next morning, put him in the next cage, and it's never failed. I mean, it.
Wow.
There isn't a time that we've done it that he hasn't done his job.
Attaboy.
We have Californians and New Zealand whites.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'd love to get into, but I know if I started, number one, I'm allergic to rabbits, and number two, if I started breeding meat rabbits, they wouldn't be meat rabbits. I would have rabbits running around my property because my kids would let them out of the cage so that I couldn't process them.
Yeah. We actually had 3 of the 4 that we processed yesterday. Lily hadn't shut the lid right on the grow out cage, and so they got out, and we had to chase them around the yard and catch them.
Oh,
but
no.
they're pretty docile because the kids get in there and sit with them and pet them and play with them, and so when we walk up on them, they don't.
Yeah.
They usually stay there because they know we're not going to hurt them. And LG, it's hard for me to be part of the kill. Wiley's got to do the kill. When we processed our pigs about a month ago, we had to have a friend come over and do the dispatching part.
Hey, Celtic Roots.
Hello, guys.
Howdy, howdy.
Oh, black on their end. Huh. Can everybody else see us?
Is it us or is it them?
I don't know. I can see.
Scott,
I can see everything.
Is it a premium feature? Is it a premium feature to have a background? Because our background is just black.
Yes.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
For me, I would probably been a little more sensitive killing the rabbits, but we've had several of them that has gotten really bad tooth infections. So I've had to put them down. So I've gotten kind of used to having to do it, and I know how to do it, and I know how to do it quick now. So it bothered me a little less now that I'm kind of used to it. But
We still thank them for giving their lives
Yep.
to sustain ours.
I think if it ever comes down to it, we've got Butters and Homer, which is our bull and
I
our
didn't see
cow.
him. I'm like sitting there talking to your food.
And if it ever comes down to it, and we have to get to process them, either one of them, I'm probably going to have somebody else do it for me, because
Yeah.
that's the only two that I'm worried about, though, is if we ever have to do Butters and Homer, I'll have to have somebody do it for me. But the rest of them, the pigs, the rabbits, the quail, the chickens, I'm okay with.
He's gonna have to be the one to take out Alfred, our Tom Turkey, because I'm kind of attached to him. He lets me
Okay, see-
hug him and stuff.
Yeah. See, there's no way I'm going to be able to dispatch our calf. It's going to have to be somebody else that dispatches her, but
That's our neighbor we split everything with him. It was his turkeys, his guineas, and our rabbits. So we just kind of split everything up, and we was giving him a hand whenever we done it yesterday. And he was actually wanting to do a couple of ducks, but he was like, I'm too attached to my ducks. I can't get rid of any of them. So we're going to wind up having to dispatch a couple of ours because we want to try duck too.
We've got, 20, 25 ducks probably.
oh yeah,
So, yeah, there's enough feathers in our yard right now, like those fluffy downy feathers, that we could probably make a nice blanket if we could pick them all up without getting leaves and grass in them. They make our yard look awful.
Now, I don't know. Have you eaten much duck, Scott?
I have tried duck a couple times and I do not like it.
Really? See,
Lori, they're definitely messy.
the
Yeah.
only time I've ever eaten it at a restaurant, and people say that it's totally different there, but from what I understand, restaurants serve Pekin duck, and from what
Does anybody need me?
from what we've understood, from what I've found out, is we have what is the breed?
Welsh Harlequin.
Welsh Harlequins, and they say that they are actually one of the best tasting ducks out there. So we're going to have to try some of them.
Yikes, Mike. Mike got hit in the eye with a stick yesterday.
Oh,
So his eyes are a bit screwy. Ugh.
I don't know why he would have put a stick in his eye. That's kind of silly.
yeah, no kidding.
He might have been pointing out the plank in his neighbor's eye.
There you go. There you go.
They have
Right.
Muscovy ducks, and it tastes like fine steak, they said.
That's now I've actually, whenever I was a kid, I've had Muscovy, but I couldn't tell you nothing about it. It's not even, the memory does me no good because I couldn't tell you anything about it.
I've never had duck that I know of.
But they actually, now I was reading a deal here a while back on the ducks and the duck breeds and the way that they taste and all that. And there was something in there about, I mean, I know this is going to sound stupid, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I did read something about a Muscovy not actually being a duck.
Mom, what was a doctor now?
Ooh, a log rolled over and flipped a stick into his eye.
Ow.
That'll do it.
Yikes. Yeah.
But anyway, what I was reading was that I guess a Muscovy is not even considered a duck in that sense. I don't know.
She said, well,
Okay.
it ain't a rabbit.
Well, I was just about to say, then if it ain't a duck, what do you call it?
I don't know. It don't make something about.
Bye, Annette. Have a blessed day.
I'm probably remembering this wrong, but something about it being more in like the geese family than it is the duck family.
I didn't read that article, so I don't know.
Anyway,
Yeah. There's lots of things that I haven't tried before.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to try rabbit.
There's lots of things that I've tried whenever I was really young, but I don't remember anything about it. I ate armadillo whenever I was young one time.
Don't
And
know
his
if I'd
best
be able
friend
to
used to
eat.
sandwiches
Don't know
to
I'd
lunch.
be able to eat an armadillo.
Do what?
I don't think I could eat armadillo.
It was funny. My Uncle Paul killed it and brought it to my mom, like butchered it and brought it to my mom, and Mom cooked it. Well, Uncle Paul had left the head on it,
Oh.
and Mom cooked it. And when we got it done, she was like, I can't eat it. He was looking at me the whole time, and I can't eat him. So I remember as a kid, we eat him. But
Celtic Group said that the Muscovy is a South American waterfowl, not technically a duck.
okay,
There you go.
So,
I thought a waterfowl.
I don't know.
Bird
Looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, but it's not a duck.
yeah, not a duck. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, I've eaten a lot of weird things. I've eaten alligator gar.
The best weird thing I've ever eaten is beaver.
Beaver?
What about everybody in the chat? What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
I haven't ever had the chance to eat beaver. I've always wanted to, but I haven't had it.
It's very good.
I can't think of any like weird stuff I've eaten. Oh, when I was a teenager.
Lily.
Hey, you're being really loud. And she's chasing the dog around. When I was little, we ate emu. My dad told us it was hamburger, and then after we ate it, he told us what it was. It was ground emu. The Muscovy doesn't quack. Lola.
See, if it don't quack, it ain't a duck.
Yeah.
See?
If it doesn't
There
walk
you
like a
go.
duck and talk like a duck, right?
There you go.
Yeah. But
With their funny looking heads, they don't really look like ducks either.
Yeah, they're ugly.
yeah.
Well,
Well, I guess nobody's going to answer our questions.
yeah.
What's the weird stuff y'all eat, guys? Come on.
Maybe they're just
Everybody's-
like Jen and boring, Wiley.
Alligator and shark.
I've had alligator before.
Yeah, I've eaten gator before.
So have I. Rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake, I've eaten rattlesnake before.
I haven't tried that. I have had
I
gator.
have not eaten rattlesnake. No. Gator, I love gator
restaurant.
nuggets.
Yeah. A restaurant not too far from here makes them, and they are delicious.
Rattlesnake, the world's largest rattlesnake roundup is right here in Mangum, Oklahoma, just southwest Oklahoma down here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Calamari. Ah! Come on now, Tim.
Calamari?
Everybody's eating calamari.
Yeah.
Ostrich meat. Mike says not anything that hasn't been mentioned.
I've eaten ostrich egg. I've never eaten ostrich meat.
I don't really
I've
know
not
what the
had
difference is
either.
between ostrich.
Probably not much, I would imagine. I couldn't imagine there being a ton of difference between an ostrich and an emu.
I don't know. Probably not.
Weird for this Arkansas hillbilly. The calamari. I
Oh, boy,
love that
leave
stuff.
it. Oh, so do I.
I don't know
But
that I've
man,
ever
it's
had
no
calamari.
good if you overcook it.
Yeah.
If you overcook it, you might as well take a gum rubber boot and start chewing on it.
Yeah, right.
Calamari's octopus, right? Is that
Yeah.
squid?
Squid. What?
Squid.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah, actually, it's not been a couple of years ago the first time I ever ate it, but I love it. It's awesome. There's a lot of stuff like that I didn't ever get to eat when I was growing up, but
I actually
Wiley's
just had
best
some
friend.
last night.
so yeah, funny story. Whenever we moved to Shawnee and I started going to school, this kid come to school every day. We was probably 11, 12, maybe 12 years old. He come to school every day, and I was on free lunches at school, so I always eat school lunches. Well, Dallas would come to school, and he would open up, have something wrapped in aluminum foil every day. And so we sat next to each other one day, and Dallas looked at my plate, and he was like, "Hey, but you interested in trading?" And I said, "Well, what you got?" And he said, "Well, a squirrel. My mom cooked me squirrel today." So I said, "Heck yeah." So we started swapping, and he would get the school lunch, and I would get his squirrel. So, the next day it was quail, and the next day, you just never knew what he was bringing to school. But he had to eat that every day all of his life. And I was getting these school lunches. So we was both tired of what we was bringing to lunch every day or getting for lunch every day. So we started swapping.
Get down, Lola.
And so I got home one evening, and my dad, he was like, "Well, Wiley," he said, "my buddy Ronnie just brought a pickup out here, and we need to put a camshaft in it." He said, "Do you want the job?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." So I
At
went
12 years old.
So I put a camshaft in this Chevrolet pickup for a friend of mine, for my dad's friend. Get down, Lola.
Get down.
So I put a camshaft in this Chevrolet pickup for my dad's friend, and the next day when I got home from school, Dad was like, "Hey, Ronnie's coming to pick that pickup up. Is it all done?" And I said, "Yeah, it's all done." So we're sitting there, and here comes Dad's best friend since they were small kids, pulling up in the driveway. And Dallas, this kid I have met at school and been trading lunches with, was sitting in the back seat. So come to find out, my dad and his dad had been friends for years. And so now we become friends at school and had no idea. And we've been friends ever since.
Like 30 years later, they're still best friends.
We're still best friends.
He called Wiley earlier, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he was gonna come over, and Wiley's like, "Yeah, sure. I'll drink a beer with you." And his friend was like, "Are you gonna be okay to do your live drunk?" He didn't show up though.
Yeah, he never showed up. Hey, Pafford.
Hello, Brandy and Charlie and Autumn.
Yep. Good folks right there.
Yep. Autumn's so adorable.
So we've probably kept this going. So, I mean, what was it? An hour ago, we was talking about getting off and going checking blacks out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oops.
They're still
Then we
on.
started. That's how our Oklahoma goodbyes go.
Yeah, right.
We're like, okay, we're gonna get out of here. 2 hours later. Okay, I'm really leaving this time.
She's the worst.
I am not. Second behind this guy.
It's all her fault.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's fine. There's plenty of things that I blame on him. I guess I'll take that.
I haven't got a word in since then. So
Yeah.
it's gotta
Oh
be.
my. Okay, it's starting to get thick here. I gotta go get my gum rubber.
Fried catfish. Oh, that reminds me. I've had frog legs. Fried frog legs. Those are delicious.
So
Frog legs I love.
Another funny story. Hunter. we was at my cousin Dusty's house one day.
The cousin that has cancer.
My cousin that has cancer. And Dusty had went and bought a whole bunch of fried frog legs. There's a restaurant
Bye,
up the
Devin.
road.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you guys have a great night.
Okay, finish your story.
So anyway, Dusty had ordered a whole bunch of frog legs from the restaurant up the road. And he had some leftovers. So he was like, "Hey, guys, y'all want something to eat before y'all leave?" I was like, "Yeah." So he gets it out and he puts it on the table. Well, the kids wasn't in there when we began talking about it. So we holler at the kids and we're like, "Hey, come in here and try some of this." And it was like, well, what is it? What is it? And you know, I think we told him chicken, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we think we told him it was
I
chicken.
think I told him it was chicken.
You didn't tell us what it was until we.
Oh yeah, we were like, here, just try it.
Yeah,
Don't ask what
just
it is.
try
It's
it.
good.
Don't
Just
ask what it
try
is. Try it. So Hunter loved it. Was slobbering at the mouth, wanting it, you know, and eating it, and
Man,
loved
that's
it.
good.
And then whenever I said it was frog legs, he almost started throwing up. He had to throw it away and couldn't eat no more.
Yeah, it was
Really?
delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, he gave it to the cats. He said.
Oh, Hunter, that's a good snack.
Yeah. I love them. Oh, Lord, I love them. When they're cooked right, oh, you can't beat them.
Yep. Now we're getting all
Yeah.
kinds of notifications again.
Crawdad tails. I love those. Me and my friends as kids, we used to walk the creeks for miles and miles collecting crawdads. We'd come home with a 5-gallon bucket of crawdads and cook the crawdad tails.
Okay.
You know what a crawdad is, Scott?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I
Yep.
didn't know if you guys had them up there or not.
They look like little miniature lobsters that live on land.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we. Sorry, guys. I'm just about out of juice here, so I'm trying to get my phone plugged in.
Oh, okay. Well, we can call it a night
Yeah.
if everybody wants to, because it's been 2 hours.
I'm sure y'all's tired of my stories.
Stories is a story is a story. Never get tired of
Yeah.
stories.
This is this is how dinner with friends goes, though, right? You eat and then you usually sit around talking for an hour or two.
Eric, how
So-
come y'all can't eat them? Is it because of the
He
water?
said we
or-
don't eat them.
Oh, we don't eat them. Oh, okay. Oh. I guess I read that wrong.
I was delivering the mail a couple years ago in town and saw some in like a puddle, and I was like, "What the heck?" My
In a
brother
puddle?
used to catch them all the time when we were growing up, but I didn't know. Yeah,
That's
they were
weird.
in like a drainage ditch.
It's funny. I don't know if they do the same thing up there as they do here or not, but
Eric said they're bugs.
they're bugs.
I mean,
They're
people eat chocolate covered grasshoppers or something, right? Like
They're miniature lobsters. Come on. I mean, you know, they look just like a lobster. They've got to be miniature lobsters.
one of our neighbors paid Michael, our son Michael, $10 an hour to go to his pond and catch them for him.
Nice.
Absolutely, Roberta. Yeah. Sometimes people just need to talk. And that kind of ties into Scott's whole thing that he wants to do about mental health and addiction is sometimes people just need someone to talk to.
Yep.
There was a couple weeks ago, there's a guy that we serve. His name's Waldo. Well, that's his street name. And we don't know what his real name is.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really Waldo or not.
People don't they use their street names to help like protect themselves or whatever, I guess. So, but anyway, he stood and talked to us for like 2 hours after our live was over just because he needed that fellowship. Sometimes people just want to talk and just need to talk. And like Scott
Fellowship.
said, if that saves one person's life, it's worth it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. Where is he? I don't know. Somewhere in town. Where's Waldo? You know? I know that was the first thing I thought of when he told me his name.
Tiny Tim, did you see what he said? Yeah. Yeah, that happened to me a lot when I was a kid too.
That's what happened to my potbelly pig when I was growing up. It disappeared and then there was bacon.
Yeah.
They told me that my parents told me that the bobcats or something got it.
Yep.
Were you gonna say something, Scott?
No, I just said that'll do it. Telling you that a bobcat.
Yeah. Mhm.
No. You killed me. I'm sorry.
Yep. Or
Not-
mountain lions up in Northern California. That's
Not
probably
sure
what it was.
who's behind it, Charlie or Brandy, but they want you to say something, Scott.
Hello, guys. I can't seem to. Well, you know, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to say something whenever Wiley gets on a rant. I just,
Yeah.
my job is to sit here and look good. His is to talk.
Yeah, if I didn't talk, we'd be messed up because I sure as heck can't sit here and look good.
You said it.
For some reason, I can talk up a storm until you put a camera in front of me, and then I'm like a deer in the headlights.
I can't ever shut her up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Crunchy bacon and orange juice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we've got the state keeps refusing to admit that we have cougars around here. But it's been 20 years ago, and just right around the corner from where we live, I had a friend that kept getting into his trash, and his neighbors, he thought it was his neighbors' dogs. So his neighbors, he set a camera up in his garage, and it was a cougar coming up on his porch and getting into his trash. Well, he contacted the local news station in Oklahoma City, and the news station started investigating it. They called him back and told him that they was no longer allowed to say anything about it, no more, nothing. So over the investigation that we found, there's actually a cougar farm in Lexington, Oklahoma down here, and the state is breeding these cougars and letting them go to keep the deer population down, and but will not admit to it, and keeps everybody quiet about it. It won't allow people to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah. Eric.
Yeah.
And then Tiny Tim said wild hogs are within 5 miles. We haven't had any wild hogs here yet, but they're moving this way. Brandon and Stephanie at Rustic Woodworking Family are having a problem on their land.
Really bad.
And they only live about an hour south of us.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they're within 15 minutes of us south. I haven't seen any around here yet, knock on wood, but they're in Macomb, Oklahoma, which is just 15 minutes south of us. They're down there pretty bad.
A cougar farm?
Yeah. So where I probably know this, and I'm
Hello, Local Life Outdoors.
Gonna go over this, 1,000 times, but Tiny Tim, where are you at?
Yeah, I can't remember.
He already
Scott?
just said it. He just said it not that long ago. A redneck from.
Oh,
come on now, Wiley.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't know there was going to be a test.
They're everywhere in South Carolina. The wild hogs are everywhere in South Carolina.
Or cougars.
They're starting to come into Canada now too.
Really?
Wow.
I wonder why they're not around here. Because I know they're east and west of us and south of us. They've got to be here. We don't ever see any around here.
Maybe it's our guard dogs. In the Ozarks.
Oh.
Mountains.
So
The Ozarks are beautiful.
yeah. So how far are you from that town that Mike and Terry was married in?
Oh gosh.
Eureka
Okay.
Springs.
Oh yeah.
Eureka Springs.
Wild hogs in South Carolina.
Wow.
Mm.
I didn't realize they went that far east.
Mm.
That's crazy.
They're everywhere now.
Well, Charles, that's probably why they deny they're here, is that exact reason right there.
Our kids don't play outside after dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case your friend is a prisoner.
So, Tiny Tim, I don't know exactly where you're at up there, but whenever I was 16 years old, I worked for Do It Construction Company, and we built the first 5-mile section of Interstate 540 from I-40 north. So did that stretch up into your area anywhere?
Local Life said I can walk in the field beside my house and see dozens of hogs. Ugh.
Wow.
Are they like considered feral? Like, do you have to have like tags to
No.
kill them?
No.
Because you don't hear. I
think that's a federal thing. I don't think federally, I think it's just hog season all the time and you don't have to have anything to do it.
I've watched some YouTube videos of people hunting hogs, wild hogs, and that's scary. I definitely want to be like up in a deer stand where they couldn't get me.
Well, Brandon
No
just
tag.
put out a video yesterday.
Who did?
Brandon Rustic.
Oh yeah, I saw the thumbnail for that, but I haven't had a chance to watch it.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, he wants to get rid of those as fast as he can.
Yeah, see, I think we was on one of his lives here a while back whenever he was talking about them, and I'd like to go down and take some out for him. We was supposed to get he was supposed to get with us or something. I don't remember, but
We might have dropped the ball.
I actually think it was. Well, I'm waiting until deer season to be over mainly because he didn't want anybody in there messing around during deer season while he was trying to hunt. So,
I think
so
they're
Charles,
pretty
you
much
used to
done.
Oh, Tim, I bet a scenic highway in the Ozarks would be a dreamy place to live.
Yeah, I've been up in there to some of those mines up in northern Arkansas whenever I was driving a truck. Good Lord, driving a semi truck up in there is, yeah, it's crazy.
Charles said he used to live in Ada for 18
Yeah.
years.
Yes.
I delivered the mail in Ada a few times.
Yes, Eric, you can eat them. And no, they don't taste the same. They have that wild, gamey taste that every animal does that's a wild animal. So it's not exactly the same as a regular pig, but pretty close. I mean, and if you cook them right and bleed them out right and all that stuff, it gets rid of a lot of that. So
When we processed our hogs, we soaked them on ice chests for, I don't know, 4 days, 3 or 4 days.
And a lot of people, what they do with feral hog is they turn that into sausage.
yeah, there's a lot of people does it. I know down in southeastern Oklahoma, my cousin Sherry, her in-laws invited us down one time, and they cooked a feral hog in the old style way. They dug a hole and cooked it in the ground, and it was great.
Oh wow!
I don't know how they processed it, but it was great. So, Charles is the one said he lived in Ada. How long ago has that been, Charles?
Eric said, "How long what do you soak them in?" And
Salt water.
The best.
It's best to use salt water, and you soak them, brine them basically in a salt water, and for what I guess 24 hours, and drain it out, and then put new salt water in it and let it set and drain it out. And is what it does is that salt in the water and stuff pulls all the blood out of the meat, and that's where your gamey taste comes from. So the more of that blood you can get out, the better it's going to taste.
Is that just for feral hogs?
That's for anything. That's for deer. That's for, any kind of a...
Local Life said he does his deer meat the same way.
Yeah.
When we did our hogs, we just did ice water.
Yeah, we just used ice water and it done great. But, that's not a why. They was home-raised, farm-raised hogs. But,
79 to 2001.
My uncle had a salvage yard in Allen. I'm sure you know where Allen's at if you lived in Ada. But my uncle had a salvage yard in Allen during all that time. just south of Allen there on 48.
I'd love to put a couple deer in the freezer this year.
It's just finding the time. We've got to have Emmy to work at like 8:30 in the morning. So by the time we get up and get to a deer stand
Sun
and get
comes
sit
up
down,
at 7:15, and then we have to leave the house at 8.
yeah. So we really, it's not good for us right now.
Save a
Yep.
bike or shoot a deer.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I was in Brady, Texas. We was hauling sand out of there, and one of my friends was coming out there with a load of sand. And this was a young hog. He probably wasn't 125 to 150 pounds in a semi truck loaded with sand, and he hit that hog, and it ripped the complete front axle out from under his truck, ripped the oil pan off of his truck, tore the bottom of the fuel tanks out of it. Them suckers are tough when you hit them with a vehicle.
Eric, we had set up a feeder on the backside of our land with corn in it, and we had set up deer blind, and then we got livestock guardian dogs, and they run them all off. So now we're stuck hunting on the neighbor's land, which hasn't been baited or anything.
Yeah, we haven't. It's got the perfect spot, and all I need to do is go down there and till up a few places, plant a few things, and put a feeder out, and I think we can really, really do good.
But unfortunately, it's going to be next year before that pays off.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it'd be really nice to put some deer meat in the freezer.
Yes, it would. I think the feeding, everybody would love it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be great. So, guys, anyway. Oh, yeah. Oh, that sounds so good. Guys, we've been on here for like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I imagine everybody's ready to go. I know we probably have some stuff we need to get done before we get ready for bed anyway. So
good news is
Jen's
we
got
already
this
had dinner.
big old mess clean up right here.
I'm going to make one of the kids do dishes.
No, Jen cooked. It's time for you to clean up.
Okay, well, no, it's the kids' turn to clean up.
Yeah.
Oh, deflection. I love it.
All right, guys, we're going to get off here, and I am glad to see everybody
Boss-
show up tonight.
And stick
Blacks is
around.
still on.
Do
Blacks
what?
is still on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we can go to a love raid even if we're at
Yep.
the end of it.
We can go do a love raid anyway. So everybody head over there, check them out, give them some hearts, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
Tell them we sent you.
Yep.
The whole 10 of y'all.
Yeah. We'll see y'all on the next one.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
I can just touch it.